Okay, a quick example of contradiction among the bourgeoisie. Take the recent movement to get corporate advertising out of schools, or many places, but let's say most specifically children's programming. Aside from being quite unconscionable to indoctrinate children with corporate propaganda while watching children's shows because they can't analyze and they can't think it out. Most of this movement, which many countries have taken up and gone through with, particularly Western Europe, the movement to remove corporate advertising from children's programming has come from the upper middle class, or many of the petty bourgeoisie, or the bourgeoisie itself, just different sections within the bourgeoisie, obviously not those within advertising and whatnot, or involved in the creation of the products. Now, here's the contradiction. And I say the contradiction among them because many of the working class people don't really think about things like this, although they should, and there are working class people who do, but this is primarily a movement fueled and controlled by specifically the petty bourgeoisie and some bourgeoisie themselves. But they have this movement against corporate advertising in children's programming, yet a lot of their wealth, their privilege over other people, comes through the making these products either directly or indirectly. They are the managers of stores that do this, or they have controlling interests in stores or certain industries, or their industry is directly affected by it. Say they're got something to do with plastics, and plastics are a big thing for children's toys. So we can see that on the one hand, they recognize that this corporate advertising is harmful to their children. But on the other hand, it's necessary towards the perpetuation of their privilege over other classes. So we definitely see a clear contradiction among other bourgeoisie. I would say more primarily the petty bourgeoisie and the big bourgeoisie. But we can definitely see interest in how maintaining their privilege goes directly against what they really want for their children. And of course, it's really only protection for their own children, because if they didn't, they really wouldn't care if other people's children were getting indoctrinated. But that's an example of contradiction among the bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie, 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 bourgeoisie.